Welcome to Options Analysis. My name is John Broussard. I'll be giving a presentation on what are the tools inside our Options Analysis website, what are some of the reasons you might want to subscribe to our website, and what new features we have that you cannot find anywhere else. To find us, you can Google optionsanalysis.com, which will eventually land you on our login page shown here. To sign up, you click the Sign Up button. These are our costs, but we have promo codes. You can email me at optionshelp@gmail.com to get your hands on a promo code. We have free YouTube videos. The YouTube video you're looking at is the Options Analysis Features video shown on the left side. I've recently put a new video in September of 2012, Moving Averages Options Trading. We also have some Kindle guides you can download, and they're shown on the right-hand side. If you get a subscription, the Kindle guides are all online for free. This presentation is copyrighted. You can publish and we can record it as long as you indicate that optionsanalysis.com is the source. You can disclose it to outside parties as long as you indicate where this presentation came from. This presentation is not a recommendation to buy or sell any stocks or options, nor is it advice on buying and selling any stocks or options. It's educational. There are no guarantees in trading, and your results may vary. There is always a risk in trading stocks and options. The company Options Analysis was started in 1997 when the internet started taking off. Ever since then, we've been working on bringing option trade analysis tools to websites. Some of our prior efforts has made Stock and Commodities Reader's Choice Awards in many years. We recently released our own optionsanalysis.com in 2012. Included in it is all of the options analysis tools we've created over the years with responsive graphics using jQuery, where you can show and hide many features right there on the web page. We've integrated moving averages to a higher level than ever before and use it to search for option trades. And we have a new stock pattern technical trader called Darknet that you can also use for option trade searching. And we've experimented with integrating Darknet in a tightly coupled integration with our options trading website. A tool we've worked on in the past is Optionetics Platinum. And from 2004 to 2011, it's been among the rankings in the Stocks and Commodities Magazine Reader's Choice Awards. Here's the 2011 rankings. We've also worked on the technology behind the options analysis tool in Yahoo Finance. You can go to Yahoo Finance right now and use this tool for free. We also worked on rankings based on implied volatility, rankings based on open interest and option volume. An example of this kind of ranking technology is also shown in the Yahoo Finance toolbar. So what are some of the reasons you might want to subscribe to our website? The first is we built the website so that you can do back testing. We have 5 years of stock and option data online. You can go into the past, you can trade a virtual option trade, and you can see how the trades turned out. The entire website, all the functions work at any date in the past that we have data for. Another reason to use our website is education. If you're a subscriber, we not only have videos that you can see for free on YouTube, we have a 7-chapter user's guide, a Darknet guide, and we have a help guide. We have help functions for every tool on our website. Another reason you want to use us, even if you have a broker who has these kind of tools, is you can save your tools you can save your trades, your broker trades, on our website. Typically when you close a broker trade, it's gone. You can't look at it anymore. You can't see how it turned out, except maybe just for profit loss. In optionsanalysis.com, you can open the trade, you can close the trade, you can add legs to the trade. A trade can have up to 40 legs, and you can save your trades in different folders, and you can move your trades around in the folders. So you can have an open trades folder and a closed trades folder. We have risk graphics. We have 4 risk graphics tools. A risk graph is a graphical way to show the profit and loss regions in an options trade. Very useful for options trading because it also shows what will happen not only with stock price but with time. Not only with time but with implied volatility variations, all of which are important in options trading. We have 3 option tool adjusters. You want to sometimes, if your options trade's profitable or if your options trade's having a loss, you might want to add more legs to it, to adjust it, to change its profit loss characteristics. We have tools which help you do that. And we have now 2 new trade suggestions technology, moving averages and darknet. We have many other stock technical indicators online, Bollinger Bands, Bollinger, stochastics, and so on. But these 2 are now currently in a back-tested format, and they search for option trades directly. Not only do we use these new tools to search for options trades, we have over 30 individual option strategy searchers. You can search for condors, you can search for calendars, you can search for many different kinds of butterflies. Our data is delayed, but we update 17 times a day. We update 4 times in the first hour. Our first update is around 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. To subscribe to us, currently you use PayPal. I'm working on other subscriptions such as Google Checkout. You can start, stop, and restart your subscription online either at PayPal or on our website. We have 3 versions. We have a basics version. This is in case you've never traded options before and you just want to get your feet wet. We limit your capability, but all the tools are available for you to use. Standard is if you are an options trader and you're just interested in our options analysis tools. We give you all of our options analysis tools, and we significantly increase how many folders and trades you can save online. Darknet gives you full capability, the maximum of our saved trades and folders, and as well as the Darknet technology. On the login page, you can find this table. It shows a summary of all of our capabilities, the option trade finders, the butterfly finders. We have many different types of butterfly finders we've added over the years. Different kinds of option searches and rankers. We can rank on implied volatility, statistical volatility, bid-ask slippage, option volume, and open interest. We have many different kinds of charts, stock charts, probability cone charts that we invented, statistical volatility charts. And we have chart bands, probability bands that we invented, can be put online and combined with Bollinger Bands. We have trade alert capability. You can share your options analysis trade with another options analysis user. We have 5 years of data. We have built a product called TradeCart to very quickly backtest hundreds of trades in a matter of seconds. The moving average options trader is currently available in both the standard and the Darknet versions, but it's not available in basic. You would have to upgrade. And of course, there's Darknet. I have a video online free on the login page showing all the capabilities inside the moving averages options trader, and there's also a Darknet video. When you log in standard, this is what your login page will look like. At the top here, the first arrow, there's a navigation bar. You click this and it drops down to other tools, and you navigate through these drop-down menus till you get to the tool you want, and then you click on it. You can turn on alerts for trades that you have. If the stock goes above a certain value or below a certain value, if your profits are above or below a certain value, this will trigger the alert to appear on your home page when you log in. You can pick and create many folders, and then you can select one particular folder to be the one that it defaults to when you log in. Typically that would be the Open Trades folder, which would consist of trades that you may be trading with a broker. The symbols that are in these saved trades will appear inside a color-coded table shown here. The green symbols are the stock is currently doing well from a bullish point of view, and the red symbols are the stock is going down from a bearish point of view. Color code ranks how much bullishness and how much bearishness is happening, and you can click on each of those stock symbols to immediately get the chart to appear on the home page. Option trade searching. This particular option trade, Condor Finder. You click on Find Trades, Single Strategies, Condor Finder in the top navigation bar, starting right here. And this is what they look like. In this particular case, there's a lot of criteria that you have to select, but we have wizards you can use to do the selections for you. You can just radio button click on one of these wizards for the particular condor you're interested in. For example, if you're interested in a at-the-money iron condor for low price stocks, you would click that radio button right there. If you'd like to see it, the wizard criteria, you can click on the show link and they'll immediately appear on the page. After that, you select the list or the stock symbol you want to search for condor trades, and then you just simply click the search button. We have rankers. This one's located at Option Tools Rankers Pre-Computed Implied Volatility. This is where you have rankings of your expensive, cheap, and explosive and quiet volatility settings. Now, you don't have to go here whenever you have a set of lists that you can select from. For example, the list that you see right here, included in that list will be these pre-computed lists that we redo every day at the end of the day. Inside of our risk graphics tools, we have the classic view and the modern view. This is an example of the classic view for a condor trade. The trade legs appear right above the condor. The red line is what's happening today in the condor trade and where it intersects the stock price, which is that up and down blue line, and the arrows pointing to the intersection. That's the current profits that are existing inside the trade. This shows you your profit loss regions, and it shows you what will happen in time to your condor trade as time goes by and this trade expires in 29 days. What's happening in each individual leg in your condor trade is shown right above it. We show the symbol, the expiration, the current bid-ask, what the individual profits are in each leg, what the individual implied volatility of each leg is in the Greeks. We can also do the modern risk graphics, and all that the modern risk graphics is we take the classic risk graphics and rotate it 90 degrees so that the stock price appears on the right-hand side, and we can line that up with a chart of the stock's prices on the left-hand side so that the risk graphics and the stock are lined up together, and you can have a much clearer visual indication as when the stock moves in certain directions, where might your profit and loss region go to. When you have it rotated like this, you can also overlay technology on top of both charts at the same time. And one of the things we've done is overlay channels. You can choose a channel, put it on your stock chart, then project it over into your risk graph chart, and this shows that if the stock stays in that channel, what will happen at expiration. In this particular case, the stock will expire at max profit. It stays inside the green channel at expiration. We have earnings data, including back-tested earnings data for 5 years. We have a really good earnings data supplier. The earnings are updated twice in the morning. After the morning updates, earning updates happen, and once in the afternoon after the market close, earning updates happen. In this earnings searcher, you can search for stocks that have large movements on earnings day or large implied volatility movements on earnings day. You can also search for stocks that are about to have earnings or stocks that have just previously had earnings. In that prior ranking, Green Mountain Coffee Roaster was a stock highly ranked for large changes on earnings day. This is a chart that you can do in our charts page where we overlay the earnings symbol, the little green triangle you see here on the stock chart, and you can see indeed every time earnings was announced, Green Mountain Coffee Roaster either had a pop up or a pop down. Likewise, you can chart implied volatility for different date ranges, 7 to 30 being the implied volatilities for the options that are about to expire. And you can see that when earnings is announced, the implied volatility for Green Mountain Coffee Roaster near-term options drops considerably as the risk has been removed from the trade. A very good tool we have online is under Website Tools List Filter List is a place you can apply various filters to stock lists, the most important being slippage. We take the bid, the ask minus the bid divided by the stock price multiplied by 100, and we average that number over most of the options in the options chain for a stock to get one representative bid-ask slippage number for each stock symbol, and then we rank the stocks by that bid-ask slippage. Those with the lowest slippage are stocks that you can trade with almost penny differences between the bid and ask, and you do not have to pay a lot of money to the market maker to make your options trade. And as you can see, those bid-ask low slippage stocks are the well-known stocks like Apple, Google, Priceline, and Amazon. We have two ways to share trades with other users. We have an email trade where it's very simple. You just click it and click the email button and off the trade goes to whoever you put into the email address, but they have to be another options analysis user for that email to work. And you can share your website with another user. You can share everything. You can share all your folders, all your trades, and all your settings using ShareKey trading. This is one of our newest tools, Moving Averages. We took the technology that we put together inside Darknet and took the Darknet technical indicator out of that technology and inserted in the Moving Average technical indicator. What this allows you to do is search for call options when the moving averages cross over. That is, if you have a bullish crossover, you buy a call option, and when you get a bearish crossover, you would sell your call option. We then, when you run this searcher, it backtests the stock for the last 3.5 years using call options traded at these buys and sell signals. We've run the Moving Averages call option searcher for a large number of different short and long days to find what would be the current best optimized values, which are currently 1016. You can find this tool at Find Trades, Search Tools, Moving Averages. Here's an example of some output. Pick, located here underneath the stocks. If you click on it, you'll get this chart of the stocks with the buy and sell signals for the crossovers occurring from the moving average that you decided to use. So for example, the 1016 moving average had a bullish crossover here. That signaled a buy signal, and a bearish crossover here, signaling a sell signal. Moving averages trade a lot. Over 3.5 years in Pfizer, there were 30 trades, 18 were winners and 12 were losers. But it had positive profit over the trades done and a decent rate of return. Another thing we've added to the website is if you go over to Stock Charts and look at the controls parameters, which will show you the moving average days, whatever you decide to put in there and click this update button, those get saved online, And the home page will use the same two moving average numbers whenever you click on a stock symbol on the home page to show its chart. If you subscribe to the Darknet option, we do a very similar thing to the moving averages technology. We search for Darknet patterns using stock channels which generate bullish conditions and which generate bearish conditions. And when we get a bullish condition, we backtest it for the last 3.5 years and show what the latest recommended trade leg is for a particular stock that currently has a bullish Darknet pattern. For example, IBM is currently has a bullish stock pattern when this search was done, and it's recommending to trade an October 12, 185 strike option. It has very low slippage, and the current implied volatility in the 1-year ranking is currently very low. Those two columns are very helpful. We also show how many trades were made and how many were wins and how many were losers, what the best profitable trade was and what the most loss trade was. Because we can do this backtesting technology, we can search for what the optimal call trade should be. And we've discovered that you want to be about 5% in the money, about a 60, 70, 75 delta. You need to be at more than 30 days away from the trade. You need to have low slippage and low implied volatility. When you click the pick and chart a stock with the Darknet patterns overlaid on top of it, you get a chart that looks like this. The B's are where the Darknet buys are. This particular stock, Kimco Realty, behaves extremely well inside the Darknet patterns, and Darknet has nailed almost all of these bottoms and almost all of these tops. You can chart the historical percent actives inside of Darknet over a time range for any stock list, and I've done so for the S&P 500 stock list. This shows when in the past Darknet was extremely bullish and then when it was bearish. And I want to draw your attention to some events that were happening in the August time frame of last year. Darknet can go bullish in many, many stocks all at the same time, which is what happened right here. 75% of the stocks had a buy signal in the S&P 500 list, but shortly thereafter it literally got out of almost everything. And by the end of October, it was almost in no trades at all inside the S&P 500 list. And it goes back and forth like that quite often. We had another nice bullish period earlier this year, which ended in a more gradual sell-off as we got to the end of July. Then starting somewhere around the end of July, Darknet has been gone bullish again. And it's the good kind of bullish. What I mean by that is when you have bullishness with mostly the blue line, which is just the buys and very little rebuys, that means Darknet's doing really well. It's not having to rebuy stocks to try to improve performance. A rebuy happens when the stock goes down after a buy and we get the bullish trading pattern again. This is a comparison of the different moving average traders with different kinds of Darknet over the NASDAQ 100. And I'm not going to go through this list because I do so in great detail in the moving average trader video, and I encourage you to watch that video. I discussed this moving average plus Darknet call searcher, which is online if you have the Darknet technology, and that right now is one of our best option trade searchers for bullishness. If you have Darknet, this is what I mean by tightly integrating the Darknet technology with the options analysis technology. On the home page, when you log in, if you have Darknet, you get this color-coded output which will show buys and sells that are occurring inside each stock that you've saved in a folder. And when you click on each of these symbols, you'll get the buys and sells right there on the stock chart on the home page. So if you're in a trade and you want to know when you should sell, you simply just log in and look at the stocks that have appeared in the sell list. At the same time, not only are we looking at the stocks in your particular folder, for any signals. We are looking at the darknet trades in all the stocks that we look at, and that appears also at the bottom of the home page, and you can see everything that darknet happens to be trading that day, what it's buying and what it's selling. That ends my online video demo. If I would be presenting live, we would log into the website and I would give live demos of moving average searching, call butterfly searching, and darknet searching. If you're interested in having me come over to your options trading group or your organization or company to give a presentation, email me at optionshelp@gmail.com. Be happy to go. I've so far given 3 of these presentations, and the audience responds well. We have lots of exciting discussions. Thanks for watching.